Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and I just want to take the time to, I know it's a day late, but I didn't want to do a video on Thanksgiving because I was kind of doing some stuff, and honestly, mainly mostly what I was doing on Thanksgiving was relaxing, but I wanted to say I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, and for most people it's probably a long weekend, right? So you still have today off, and you still have Saturday and Sunday, so enjoy that. If you have to work, unfortunately, the bills got to get paid and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I hope everybody had a great happy Thanksgiving. But the war here, World War III, is raging on. I have now pulled China has pulled North Korea into the fight. They've basically encouraged North Korea to try to reunify the Korean Peninsula. So this does not bode well for the Allies, right? So the intervention levels here haven't really changed a whole lot, but I'm going to kind of go over what I've done. So I've got North Korea set up. They're going to do the strategic surprise scenario, and basically China's been talking with Korea for a while, and they're like, look, don't do a whole lot, keep everything quiet. Don't make a lot of big moves that are going to tip off the Allies of what's going on. So it's going to be this is going to be the strategic surprise scenario, which is, so of the three advanced scenarios, you have strategic, tactical, and extended buildup. So obviously extended buildup is the big one, right? That's like both sides have been doing maneuvers, moving people to their prospective borders for a while, so you're going to have a lot of forces involved, right? Everybody's been moving in and just posturing, and then war finally kicks off. And then tactical surprise is a little bit less, hey, we've been building up a little bit, but then all of a sudden we decided to go to war. And of course, the strategic surprise is just boom, all of a sudden war happens. Nobody was really ready for it, right? Even though there's forces in place, but they weren't expecting things to happen. They just kind of did. So that's why I'm going to do strategic surprise for here. This was the tactical surprise, strategic surprise. Yes, tactical surprise is the name of it. So that was tactical because China's been, they've been doing stuff in real life for years. So, but I'm going to do a little bit of a modification to the strategic surprise. So I'm going to bring in the reinforcements that you would normally get at the end of game turn one. I'm going to bring them in at their starting positions. So Korea was getting ready, but they were getting low key ready. So I'm going to bring in, basically this is the game turn one reinforcements. So I'm going to put them, and they've got starting locations. So N2000, which I believe is, yeah, it's going to be right there. So this division will start there. And then this division will start, I think, right here. So we're going to have two divisions, and then we also get some special forces. Intervention levels for the various other players. So U.S. is going to be at full intervention. I debated a little bit back and forth as to what level they should be at, but the U.S. has forces in Korea all the time. So how could they not be at intervention level 4? If war kicks off, if the North Koreans decide to push south, the U.S. are already there. We're already there. So we're going to be at intervention level 4. Japan's going to be at intervention level 1. What I think will happen is after this first turn, Japan will bump up their intervention levels in both, because they're like, uh-oh, things are getting really out of control, and it's not something that they expected. So I think I'm going to bump up Japan to intervention level 2 in each theater after at the end of the next turn. So it'll be game turn 3 over here, but it's going to be game turn 1 over here. I've got my turn tracks. It took me a while too to figure out how I wanted to get this set up. That's another, I've been looking at this, and ideally I would have North Korea here. I just didn't feel like moving it because Korea is of the three theaters that I'm going to have. So that's Vietnam over there. North Korea is the farthest north, and then Taiwan's kind of in the middle, and Vietnam is to the south. In fact, let me show you here. I got it pulled up on Google Maps here. So here we have Korea, and there we have Taiwan, and here we have Vietnam. So maybe at some point in time I'll try and get the maps rearranged, but it is a very lengthy process to move all this stuff around. Unfortunately, I don't have these things mounted like that, so I can't move these as easy, but I wanted the displays kind of an easy reach for both maps. So that's kind of why I did this. Obviously, the North Korea map is kind of turned sideways. It's easier to access all the stuff. There are some things over on that side. Air superiority and AWACS and all that I don't, that are in awkward locations. And you got some stuff over here too. So I'm not a humongous fan of the North Korea maps, just the way, and see how they're offset too. I don't like that. You don't use the southern portion a lot, at least in the previous, I think I've played this one other time. Nothing really ever went past the DMZ, so here is roughly the DMZ. You can kind of see where the units are. So things didn't really make it much past the DMZs. There was some stuff happening around Seoul, but that was it. So anyway, I kind of got off on a tangent with the setup. But so intervention levels for Korea, and then I have intervention levels for Taiwan. So Japan's at 1. They'll jump to level 2 at the end of the next turn. The other players, so Canada is at level 1 for Taiwan, which basically means supplies, intel, and special forces. Canada doesn't have any special forces, and I don't think they really contribute supplies, but they'll contribute intel, which is basically another detection attempt for headquarters units. It's the electronic detection phase. Canada will contribute one of those. And then, so that's it for Taiwan. Yeah, so obviously China is at intervention level 4 in Taiwan, which I don't have written down on here, but that's kind of a given, right? We've invaded the island, so they're obviously committed. And then the other big actors, we have the PRC and Russia. So I automatically gave China an intervention level of 1 for Korea because, hey, they kind of instigated it. So, they needed to put some skin in the game. So right now they're going to be intervention level 1. And I think I will also increase their intervention level maybe to 2 or 3 at the end of the next turn. So I can't see Korea doing a big push without a little bit of encouragement. And, what is more encouraging than actually offering up men and equipment, right? So Russia is at intervention level 0. I don't think I'm going to have any kind of Russian intervention whatsoever in Taiwan. I think that's a China thing and not a Russia thing. I can easily see Russia throwing special forces and intel, and I can easily see Russia commit to intervention level 1 here in North Korea or Korea. So anyway, there you have it. That's what's going on in World War III right now. We've escalated things a little bit, and I just kind of wanted to give everybody. This is just going to be quick. Obviously, it's 10 minutes, a 10-minute quick video about what's going on. and to wish everybody, again, a happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. So if you're working, unfortunately, you're probably not having a great weekend, but hey, you know, that's work, right? So anyway, we'll catch you in the next video where we actually start moving some chits and stuff around. All right. Thanks for watching.